Mayat and Hotep. This is Sarah Satepala. This says NATO U.S. military exercise, Tampa Bay, Florida. Right now, let me show you something about this. They gonna get their ass tore up though. Now the other day, I want you to see this equipment right here. Now, as taxpayers in this country, you all pay for that. All right. This is not brought with. No, I want you to see what's going on. This piece of equipment right here is what you can call. I bet you this thing can go. It's designed to go into small areas inside of cities. It's a city assault vehicle. This is what you're looking at. They spent money and design that came up with an elaborate piece of machinery that could be utilized for the specific purpose of going into urban areas and distracting as well as murdering people. You're gonna have an elite team of people that's just got one specific purpose, and that is to perpetuate white supremacy, which is known now as New World Order, and it's always been New World Order. But they say white supremacy to get dumbass who want to be white people, but really you remember you're not white. You're just someone who has had your melanin removed from you to make you easily controllable and dull-witted, have you drinking milk, eating cheese, eating dead animals, just having sex like, we don't have to put no type of restraint on this, have you willing to murder whole nationalities of people, drink alcohol, perpetuate the use of drugs, and then make it illegal. I mean, all this shit that's on the planet that's killing everybody comes from one sector of people that perpetuated the decadence to all the people on the earth who have lived a long time here and utilized energies and strategies to make sure the world that we have right now is not the type of world that we all ended up in. So now the people who has created this world of decadence, they want this world of decadence to remain like this forever because it makes money for them. They make a profit off of it. They do not care if little children get bulldozed into holes. They do not care if all the women be prostitutes. They do not care if they have everybody on earth consuming filthy tobacco and dying. They do that through mind propaganda and brainwash. They do not care if they line up all the people on the earth and kill their asses. If they can make your dumb ass stupid enough to really believe that your skin color gives you the right to murder all the other people on the earth, by the time they get back to your dumb ass and murder you, you will be the person of all that was just and worthy of your murder. But all the people that got murdered by all you idiots, white people out there who has perpetuated nothing but the continuance of this type of military advancement, Napoleon, Alexander, General Eisenhower, freaking Caesar, Barabbas, you name it, all through fucking history. It's just a damn shame that the only thing you guys can genuinely say you contribute to the world is the freaking murder of everything. Alright, the destruction of all the natural ecosystem that the universe had provided for us all to enjoy has come to a state of decadence where people just do everything they can to make our world become a world where everyone is cannibals and prey on each other. And that's exactly what's going on now. So let's get to the nitty gritty so I can show you who the people are who wants to make sure our circumstances on this earth remain this way. And what that means is that everybody is dumbass Christians, okay, dumbass Muslims. And I say that because, I don't want to attack nobody. But what I'm saying is the need for everyone to get back together and recognize themselves as individual gods, that is the whole collectiveness of everyone, can happen a whole lot quicker as soon as everyone stop looking for a God entity outside of self. The true God entity that you're looking for is inside of you. As this helicopter has no sustainment outside of the flyer inside and the energy that's inside that gave a need for it to exist, it's just a shell. That's what your body is. It's a shell for the supreme God spirit that's inside of it. So your true God is yourself. Understand that. You can have relationship with everything else that's on the earth and see it as another counterpart of your God self, because that's what it is. But you should never ever perceive anything that's greater than yourself that you have to worship. You don't have to worship anything. Anything that's greater than you made you because making you gave it sustainment. It doesn't ask for you to worship it. It just asks for you to do its bidding. And its bidding is to represent it in a fashion where you never become this. Okay? You're capable of becoming this, but when you are at your greatest, you don't become this. This is low moral, dull-witted people right here. This is decadence. This is a pile of shit. Is what this, you go from being kings and goddesses and gods, making huge temples to the skies, and then providing your whole civilization with knowledge and institutes of learning and all this wealth going on where everyone is provided. And then we come to this, where we have garbage heaps piling up, getting put in the earth. All right, smoke everywhere. All right, fire everywhere. The water is polluted. The women running around ignorant, just get bending over everywhere with sorry ass men that got disease in them because they having sex with other men, putting their phalluses up in other men's rectums. All right, and then turning around want to do it to the woman too. Just too much of this shit all over the planet. You know, it's just so much of it all over the planet. Everywhere you go, the water is dirty. These motherfuckers in here flying around everywhere with just like the filthy toxins that the fuel burnt in this thing going into the atmosphere. Everything about them creates circumstances where everything gets feces all over it. I'm going to show you who these people are. Look at, of course, white men with guns. We know that. That's the only way they could be worth anything is that they pick up. Look at them. Look at these hungry, bloodthirsty motherfuckers. Look at them. And see, they got money to just do this scrimmage. Okay? This is the cash that they have. Oh, we ain't got nothing else to do today. We done made sure that the whole nationality of niggas stay broke. And we done sold them crack and alcohol and tobacco and you name it, we've done it. And so we got this type of equipment right here where we could just go around and do scrimmages all day. So when we want to go do some devilish shit and steal something and murder a bunch of people, we'll be well trained to do it. See, this is they plan on just jumping in your backyard. And these people here, okay, they knew this was going to happen today. So they all came out here to witness it and take pictures of it. So what I'm saying to you is this. They all got their little collectiveness together with each other where they say, yeah, you be out there tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, and we're going to have a scrimmage out there and you can see what your money is paying for. Okay, now they don't have anything to worry about, like me for instance. Broke as hell, alright, just fed up with their ass, so I'm not going out there asking them for no job. Don't want to deal with the fucking stupid ass essays or the dumb ass young people that's out there with their brains twisted and messed up by these people. They done gave you the books and the propaganda that made you a damn idiot. So when you be at work with me, you're going to sit your ass up and think that you don't have to have respect, that you can talk about me anywhere, or don't even talk to me, okay? Then we got a supervisor that's a dumbass. He don't know shit either, but he's a part of these people. They done got to him and taught him what to do and how far things should go, you know, and then you got to go to work every day stressed out because you have to work with idiots who would take time out of their day to come down here and think there's a reason to have energy to see how white men can put on uniforms with guns and cause chaos everywhere. And we won't call it chaos, we'll call it democracy, because it was democracy when we enslaved all the niggas. And it's a good word, it sounds good, and so we're gonna just stick with it regardless if we have actions that synonymous with it or not. We don't care about all that. We just gonna use the word because we are. And so everybody come to the waterway tomorrow, and there's a barge there, and we're gonna have some other people that we're gonna pay come out and set up a type of scenario, you know, like Hollywood does, and we're gonna make it as live as possible, and you know, we might even put a hostage in there. We don't know, we'll see what happens, but we're gonna simulate that we're after a bad guy, and because he have to be a bad guy because we're the good guys, and we're going to just, you know, we'll just sit around and hope that the sun doesn't give us cancer. And it is, I'm sure, because we're fucked up and we all know that. So we're going to do what we do. We're going to be white people like Asar says, because we are white. So you can't get mad at him for saying that we are what we say we are ourselves. Because see, we call ourselves white people. So, I mean, it's only right that Asar should be able to call us white people because we call ourselves that. And as you can see, there is an abundance of white people. I think this might be a sellout coon right here. And that's just what you would be if you're out there today to see white men show off their guns and their ability to harass people all day. And even if you lock yourself up in your home, well, we'll come in there too, because we have the right, because we're infallible, and the Pope implemented it, so it is what it is. And as you can see, we have all our UN vehicles because we're the United Nations, and we should know best because we're the United Nations, and that means that we're the United Nations, and that's all to it. So when all the European governments get together and say that you American citizens owe us money because we took America a long time ago and it's still our property, so since you guys live on the soil, that will make you our property too, because the people that own the soil own everything that's on the soil. So whether you people like it or not, we have an interest in America's soil, and it's supposed to make a profit for us because we bought it from your government who sold you out. And then all the money that you guys have been giving us at the Vatican for crack and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all the swine you've eaten and all the pig chitlins and all of the frickin' pecans and the oranges and the apples and everything that I took away from you and made you have to purchase from me. I used all of that source of revenue to buy stuff to make you comply even more, because we want to kill a lot of you guys and enslave, and we're going to take your daughters and put them down in a hole with us, and we're going to take your little boys too and put our phalluses in their holes, and we're just cut like that because we're evil. And you know that. You've seen how we get down. And we have the money and the right because we're white. And we're going to kill all the stupid white people in America because they're Americans. And we don't need them anymore. We want the Swedes and the rich Australians who world is on fire now. They need somewhere to live. So we just kill all the niggas and the Mexicans and the crackers in America. And we'll re-soil everything over there with our European people because we own American soil. And even though my name is Colonel Stu Braden and I say I'm a United States Special Operations Command, in reality I just work for NATO, who owns America. And you see this yellow bus back here, just so I can give you a real good example of what you're dealing with. These things are going right now. And you see the British, we're all in there everywhere. See, if you really look, you see all the nations, all involved, but one thing we all have in common is that we're white. See how that works? Yeah. Hold on, I'll be in a minute, man. Hold on. So yeah, I had to go and I was burning stuff. Yeah. So now, yeah. So as I was saying, you can see that all your tax dollars are being spent. You understand? For world chaos, world dominance. See those little African huts? Did you see that? Let me show you what they spend all this money for. Look what they're assimilating, attacking. Look at that. A little African